Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween week, friends. I am so excited to have you guys joining me this week in my studio as we get ready to celebrate Halloween. I know it seems like it's still hot and humid and fall is not quite here, but now's the time for us to start thinking Halloween so that we can get everything prepped and ready and made so that when October hits, we are good to go. So come on in and say hi if you're on live with me. There's some friends joining me. I love that. I know some of you guys are up early to join me for Halloween week. And I'm disappointed in myself. I so had hoped to have a witchy hat to wear for Halloween week, and I still am not writing that off. I think I can still find one. I just haven't had time to get to the store. I don't know if the Halloween stores are open yet. I know that Halloween is at the Hobby Lobby already. It was probably there in July, but I was wanting this, like, the spirit of Halloween, like those costumey stores to show up, and I haven't seen one in my town yet. So don't write it off. I may show up in some costume here coming up in the next week. So, oh, my Halloween lovers are here. Fabulous. So while you guys are coming in, we'll do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started with stamping. And one thing I want to make sure you guys are aware of this week is the weekly deals. Okay, we have these every single week, the beginning of September all the way through the end. Every week, we're coming at you with some specials that are available for that week only. So you can check those out. You have until Wednesday, Wednesday the 8th. Is that the 8th? 7th? Hold on. I'm losing track of my days. I'm a week behind, aren't I? Hold on. You have until Wednesday to get this week's deals. That's the 14th. The 14th. I have two sets of weekly deals here. So you have until the 14th to grab this week's weekly deals. Then on Thursday, the 15th, you're going to see a new set of weekly deals come out. So what is available this week? We have the Texture Chic Memories and More card bases. If you don't use Memories and More in your scrapbooking or in your card making or your 3D items, they are so cool. I've been using them regularly and making them fundraiser events for Sweet Grace Ministries. So you guys are going to be seeing a class coming up on that soon. We'll talk about that this week. The coordinating envelopes that go with them are on sale as well. Trinkets, adhesive backed flowers, rose gold 12 by 12, metallic cardstock, soft succulent ribbon, the slimline envelopes, the ones that are really long that fit your cards, white frayed ribbon, snowy white velvet sheets, real red ruffled ribbon, the soft pastels assortment, and fresh freesia ribbon. Those are all this week's deals. Okay, so you can check those out. You can hop on over to my online my online store right there. So you can check that out and you can see those weekly deals. So the reason I wanted to mention that is because we want to talk about Halloween week is going to work so that you guys know exactly what to expect. So Halloween week started because we were in a pandemic a while ago. You guys remember that way back when we were not allowed to see each other, touch each other, hug each other, visit each other. And so I took Halloween week and I went live and I just started doing a week of fun stamping to hang out with friends and feel like I was being social, even though we were all locked in our houses. So that is how Halloween came to be. I met so many of you amazing demonstrators and stampers and crafty friends from all over the world. And so I continued it on. I don't do it in person. I do it here with you guys online. So this is a little bit of like a party type thing. We are right now on my Facebook page. That's where this is going to happen every single day. So you want to watch this page. It's the Jody Brechbill Stampin Queen page. And right there, you can see it in the banner. So you want to make sure you can share it with your friends. You can invite them to join us. And you guys can watch this. You can catch replays of the videos anytime. They will, they stay on. They don't leave. And then there's going to be some little posts throughout the day, all week long, that maybe have a little call to action for you, that if you do that, you'll get entered to win our daily prize patrol. So I'm going to hold the daily prize. I'm not going to announce it every single day, but I do have one that I'm giving away, which means there will be 5 total. So instead of announcing it each day, I'll announce it at the end of the week. Okay, so there will be 5 winners. So make sure that you are following along. So if I ask a question or I pose a game or something fun, you want to take advantage of that. That gets your name entered into the drawing for our prize patrols. So then there's a grand prize patrol, and that is you get all the projects I have made this entire week. So I will get those to you. You will get, I have 2 planned for each day, and you will get those as the grand prize winner. Okay, so that's pretty cool that you'll get all of those projects. One person, there's going to be one winner for those. We do have a special offer. So if you have an order of $30 or more only during Halloween week, so just this week, if you have an order of $30 or more, I have a free prize that's going to come, or a little free gift that will come with your order. You can order online or you can message me. I know some people don't like to order online, and I get it. Totally understand. You can message me and I can take care of that for you. So either way, whatever your preference is, but a $30 order will get you a free gift. And then, of course, we have a special Best Witches class that we are offering this week only. So when I say we, I am partnered up with my friend Connie. So some of you guys might be flipping back and forth because we're probably both live sharing Halloween. The only thing we plan together is we plan to go live, we plan to run a special, and we plan a class. So she may be doing different projects. I have no idea what she's doing, and she doesn't know what I'm doing. So I usually hop over and see what she has made. One of the weird things that you might notice sometimes, because we do work together, is a lot of times our ideas are very similar. So I'm anxious to see if like our little vibes have transferred to each other. Because like I said, we did not talk about what we were making. We just talked about what our special class is going to be and what our order special is. So anyway, you can, let's see if I can get this up here. There is a host code that you want to use if you're shopping online. This is the way to get yourself that free prize, okay, that free gift. You have to use that host code. So if you're shopping online, that's the code that you want to enter in. Anybody have any questions about how this is going to work? Let me find my comments again and see if anybody had any questions. No, everybody's just saying hi to each other. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love when you guys get on. And sometimes I don't know if you know each other in real life, or if you know each other because you're on lives and hanging out with each other. So I think that's pretty cool when everybody gets on and just chit chats with each other and says hi and visits with each other. It's such a community, right? Don't we have such an amazing community? A lot of you guys I have never met in real life or in person, but I feel like I know you. And as much as we say that social media can be such a pain sometimes, that's what's brought us together, the social part. Social media has brought us all together, and I think that's pretty cool. All right, so I do have some stamping I want to share with you guys. So let's head over to my stamping desk, see if I can get everything on here and loaded correctly. So hang on one second while we do a little bit of some camera switch. Okay, so I have, hold on one sec. All right, I had a little bit of echo, so I think we're okay now. Let me find my comments. And hey, yeah, there we are. So Halloween week, it's here. Yes, it is. So I have 2 cards that I want to share with you, and I'm going to focus on 2 stamp sets this week, Best Witches and Bewitching. These are the 2 that I bought. And this one has a punch with it. This one is a standalone. It's by itself. So if you see that there are some things cut out, that's because I fussy cut it by hand. But we're gonna play with these 2 this week. I did have another set of dies that I may, if I have a little bit of time, I may do some playing with that. So just want to make sure everybody can hear me and see me okay. When I do the transfer, I always like to see some thumbs up or say you can hear me okay, because I do worry that sometimes my sound goes. Oh, you guys have Bewitching. That's good because we're going to share some ideas. Love that this one has a cute little hat punch. So here's its coordinating punch. It makes the hat, it makes the banner for the hat, and then it makes some cool stars. All right, cool, great. Thanks, guys, for checking in. Makes me feel better. So just real quick, before we get rolling, let me show you what that special class offer is. So the special class runs this week only. It is a quick turnover class, right? My friend Debbie says she doesn't know why Halloween is one of her favorite holidays. Perhaps it's because you are a witch, my friend. She was born on Halloween. So I always, when I'm making my cards, I always think one of these cards needs to go to my little witch friend, Debbie. And so anyway, we're going to use Best Witches, and you're going to get a quarter pack of the black and white designer series paper. So along with this class, you will not get the stamp set. You can add that in if you choose to, because I know some of you guys already have it. Or maybe you're going to use something you already have, because you Halloweeny people probably have a lot of Halloween at home already. So we're going to include the quarter pack of the designer series paper. So it's basic gray and basic black. Love this. Oh my gosh, do I love it. That one, is that one on the wrong side? No, I think it's right. So I love this set of paper, and I love, this is one of my favorites when you flip it over and you've got the black and white on the other side. So I thought, I love when they do that. It's so cool. And you can color this, which is even more fun, right? So you're going to get a quarter pack of that. You're also going to get a roll of the Parakeet Party Shimmer Ribbon. So pretty. You will also get a pack of the matte black dots. And then you're going to get these cards. So you're going to make 2 of every card. So you'll get all the supplies. Keep in mind, again, no stamping, because that's a Stampin' Up rule, right, guys? I'm not allowed to pre-stamp anything for you. But I will do pre-punching or pre-die cutting for you guys. What I have been asked in the past year or so is when there is embossing, some folks have asked if it could not be embossed because they want to use the embossing folder that they have at home. So that way you can use whatever you have on hand. And so I have adhered to that. I have not been pre-embossing anything because a lot of people are like, yeah, I want to use what I have. So there is our cute little frog. Isn't he adorable? There we go. There's our cute little witch. I made her a redhead. This little witchy is redheaded. This one's a blondie. And then this one's got the black hair. So I had a lot of fun creating with these girls and using our new neutral tone blends. That is super fun that we can now have multiple skin tones, which is fantastic. So I had a fun time just playing with whatever I pulled off the shelf. So there's our cute little witchies. Lori, are they cute? Do you like them? She and I were chatting today, these cute little witch girls, and there we go. So four cards, 2 of each, plus all of the supplies, and of course a PDF tutorial, right? So that's what you will get in that class. The registration will be in the link below, so you can click on that. If you're in my newsletter group, you already got your links. So some of you guys took advantage of that already. So let's do a little stamping, shall we? All right, we're going to start off traditional with some black and orange today. So we've got our basic black card base. You're slowly falling for them. They are cute, I'm not going to lie. And these 2 coordinate so well together because the Bewitching has no sentiments. It's just the cute hats. But then you can add in the sentiments here, or a lot of your sentiments. You guys may have a lot of Stampin', a lot of other stamp sets that have Halloween in from previous years. I always think that Stampin' Up does Halloween so well, so much better than any other company that I've ever seen. So let's get a little bit of white here. And ahead of time, I did a scallop die cut with the scallop contours, and I cut out a piece of the cottage gingham with the pumpkin. We're going to use the black side, the black and orange, on another project, but we're going to use this side today. And I will make sure that I put the dimensions in the description. So actually, I'm having an idea that I may Do I have time to create recipe cards for you guys? I might be able to do that. So let me see how my day goes today. This right after this live, I need to take my dog to the vet. So I won't be putting stuff up right away, but I'm just wondering if maybe I want to do some recipes for you guys. I'm reading what Terry says. If we do the GNOME online retreat, are we able to get PDF when you send it out to the locals? So Terry, for our to-go kits for our retreat to go, the PDF goes out. What happened here? I'm thinking and talking, and I did something wrong. So we might have to make it work. I have a wrong measurement. The PDF goes out when the retreat to go is sent, if that makes sense. Because we're at the retreat, right? So we get the retreat going, then we get home, we get all of your stuff packed and ready to ship out, and then we send. Oh, hold on a second. No, the PDF goes out a couple days before the event. It goes out to everyone who's registered. Is that making sense? I'm going to back up again. So if you order, Terry's talking about a retreat to go that I have coming up in November. It's an in-person and a to-go event. So you get the PDF before the retreat, a few days before, so that those in person can print it and bring it along so they can work through their make and takes. So those to go will automatically get that email as well, but your kits are sent after we get back from the retreat. Does that make sense? Hopefully I might have confused you even more by answering that question. So let me trim this down just a little bit here on the sides. I don't think it's going to make a big problem here. So I don't know where my measurement is off, but I will make sure when I post them that the correct measurements are listed. So let's trim the orange down now, just a smidge. Actually, what I'm going to do is attach that together. So we'll attach this down, and then I'll do a little trim on the side there. I was hurrying to get this prepped this morning to show you. So obviously I have a little measurement that is not quite right. There we go. But we make it work, don't we, kids? Totally make it work. There we are. And that's going to go on to our black. A little bit of booger showing up there. Don't want the booger showing. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay, so I have a piece of orange, also known as pumpkin pie, and I cut that out ahead of time with the stylish shapes. You can see the little stitch edges. Love that die set. If you don't have it, I'm going to really, you got to wake up here, adhesive. I'm going to really suggest that one. Really, because it's a good one. So there's our little orange. Now also ahead of time, same stamps or same die set, stylish shapes. I did do a little white banner. Grab ourselves some memento. And we're going to do, You've Put a Spell on Me. There we are. While I have the black out, I need to do one more thing, and that is stamp ourselves a little frog. There we go. And we're going to color him in. Now, I also stamped a witchy poo, but I did her ahead of time. So with this frog, we got to do some coloring. And I've been asked quite often if I don't skip the coloring because you guys like to see how I do the shading. So I aim to please whatever you guys want because I know some of you guys are demonstrators and I always think, gosh, do they want to watch me color? It's like watching paint dry. But some of you say you do. So look at all these blends Oh, don't we love the blends? Hands up if you love the blends. So let's start off with our green. So I've got a light and a dark granny apple. I take my dark granny apple first, and I'm going to just color right where his little spots are. And then I'm going to do his eyelids. He's a shifty looking little frog. He's kind of giving somebody the stink eye. Now I'm going to come in with the light granny apple and finish coloring him in. Just going right over where I put that dark ahead of time. And then it just shows. Now, if you want it to show a little bit more, his little froggy spots, you could go in with the dark and actually add some more. That's the great thing about these blends. You can just go layer lots and lots of colors. The more you layer, the darker your colors get. Then you can always use the color lifter to help pull layers off if you want. So I've got my paper snips now, and we're going to cut out this little froggy. That's the only thing I'll say about these two sets I chose. No dies. So I do a lot of fussy cutting. I'm going to snip off his little questioning eyebrows here just because they're so tiny. No one will know that we snipped off his judgy eyebrows. And he does also look super cute colored in Parakeet Party. He's more of a vibrant green then. But I did that on a lot of other projects, and I'm going to use Parakeet Party on our next one. So I thought, let's go with a little bit more traditional frog color, and that is the Granny Apple Green. Now, ahead of time, I grabbed my witchy here, and I did stamp her in Memento, and I fussy cut her. So I thought that would save a little bit of time. Let's do some pumpkin pie. So I've got my light pumpkin pie, and I'm going to wash her dress. So I have the big brush end. The only thing with pre-cutting her is she can slip around on me a little bit. So I'm trying to hold her down so she doesn't go scooting out of the way and mess up my coloring. So when I have big areas, that's when I get that brush tip out. But normally I like the little harder tip, the little nub tip. That's what I tend to use most often, because I feel like I have a little bit more control. But on bigger spaces, I get out that brush tip. Now I can come in on her hat band, and I'm going to do some pumpkin pie on there. And then I'm going to grab in the dark pumpkin pie and do a little shading. So we're going to shade there, shade there, shade there. And her dress belt, get a little shade there, and use those marks that Stampin' Up! Gives you to create some shade. I'll go over her little bow. Now I can leave it like that, or I can come back, and I'm just going to take my light and go back over and kind of blend that in. There we are. Now I've got basic black light, and we're going to do her hat. So this is the brim, the top of her hat. And then we'll go up here above the buckle and finish that out. I'm finding, I don't know about you guys, I have the black, basic black set of blends. I don't see a ton of difference between the light and the dark. They both seem fairly dark to me. But the nice thing is you can kind of blend it out a little bit if it's too dark for you. I am going to come in and give her some shoes because she doesn't have feet. I don't know if she's got on tights, if she's got naked legs. She's going to have naked legs when I color her. Or like she doesn't have shoes, which I thought was a little strange. Maybe she's just got like thigh-high boots on. I don't know. So there's the little collar of her cape. And then we'll slide down here. I go real careful. I don't always go right up to the stamping edge because blends have a little bleed to them. So I don't always go right up. Kind of let it bleed out, and then I can go back and fill in any areas if I need to. You guys are thinking basic black looks about the same too. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same. I'm in the same camp. We're thinking the same thing. Okay, so there she is. She's starting to take shape. Grab some yellow, Daffodil Delight, and this is the dark, so I'm going to do her buckle on her hat. I'm going to do her broom. And she's going to have blonde hair. This witchy has blonde hair. So we'll color. And she's got some little wisps that stick out from under her hat, which I think is super cute. She's a very smug looking little witch. And I think it's because she put a spell on her boyfriend and now he's a frog. That's why I think she looks that way. Little bit of dark crumb cake. That'll be our broom handle. And I like to call her Witchy Poo because I think that is a throwback to my childhood. Any of you guys watch Witchy Poo? That was always something we watched when we got home from school. We would grab a box of Cheez-Its, get in the big armchair, and hang out and watch HR Puffin stuff. Croft Superstars, y'all. All right, so that was dark smoky slate. That's what I used for the underside of her hat. Just gives it a little bit of tone. And I have no idea what I grabbed, but this is one of the neutrals. It is 900. So we're going to see whatever color this comes out. This is what color our little witchy girl is going to be. So we're going to do her legs here. She's got naked legs today. A couple of my other witches have tights on. So you'll see them later this week. And we'll just color her little cute smug face. I mean, look at her little nose. You just want to pinch it. Little button nose, you cute thing. So you could give her some rosy cheeks if you wanted to. I'm going to leave her there. And we're going to put her onto our card with some pop dots. Yes, Lori, HR Puffin stuff. I love that show. Loved it. That was our afternoon TV time. Okay, so there's Witchy. She's going to hang out right on her circle. So she's going to behave there. Then I'm going to do a little bit of adhesive on our sentiment, and I'm just tucking it right. I didn't think ahead. I wanted to tuck it. Yeah, I left it. I left enough there. Tuck it right there. You've put a spell on me. And then Frogger is going to go right underneath, like he's hanging out right under that little banner. There we go. Super cute. Super cute. So I've got a little bit left over here of our matte black gems. Goodness. So there's a Pop-Tart stuck on there. Okay, so we've got to put a couple gems on here. We're going to use these up before they get lost. All right, what do you think? Not done yet, not done yet, not yet, not done yet. Oh, Bewitched, another good one. Wink Estella, am I right? This little girl is screaming to have some glitter. So let's do a little winker here. I know it doesn't showcase well on lives. You just can't see how cute it looks when you put a little bit of glimmer. So her little hat and her little dress are going to have some glim. Yes, girl. You look fabulous. I'm so happy you guys are joining me for Halloween week. I just love it. I love it, love it. And even though I am in the midst of Halloween week this week, my brain is already thinking to do another fun series for you guys because it is just so much fun hanging out with y'all. Okay, so there is her little glimmer dress. I don't know if it'll show or not, but I did winker her. Okay, now we got one more card I want to share with you. And this one's going to use the Bewitching stamp set. I do need to take a minute and give myself some space. I don't have a ton of space I craft on here, so I don't want to be losing everything. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to use the Stamposaurus for this one, but we've got our basic black, still sticking with the good old black and orange, right? The true colors of Halloween. But I do love throwing in that pop of parakeet, and I also love purple. I love purple and black for Halloween too. So you'll see what happens this week with some of those other colors that show up. So ahead of time, I die cut this panel out of paper pumpkin. Oh my gosh. Help me, Rhonda. It is not paper pumpkin. I say that so many times. My tongue is getting twisted. This is pumpkin pie. So I cut this out ahead of time out of pumpkin pie. Does anyone know where this came from? Do you guys know your stuff, know your catalog, where that one might have come from? So I'm going to do just a little bit. I am getting tongue-tied. A little bit of green glue here on these edges. So dot, dot, not a lot. Am I right, girls? I say girls because I haven't seen any guys join us yet, but I would love to have some Stampin' Dudes come hang out with us. All right, so just a little bit to hold that down. I don't want too much because I don't want it gooshing out between the stripes. Yep, Candy Cane, you guys are on it. You are on it. This is from the Candy Cane bundle. And it looks super cute used with the Candy Cane bundle, but we're going to do it with the orange for Halloween. So I'm going to flip that over and just give it a rub then so I don't ruin anything. I got a little bit sticking out there, so we'll just kind of wipe that off and act like it didn't happen. It does dry clear, but it can be a little bit sticky, and so I try to get it off where I can. So there we are. Now I did a piece, same circle, stylish shapes. I did these parakeet party. And I'm going to put that, that's going to go here. Oh my gosh, Tamara, they're going to have so much fun making Halloween. And if they love to color, do your adult people love to color, your adult daycare people? I love that you do that. I think that is so awesome that they have arts and crafts time. It's so, it's good for the brain, isn't it? The hand-eye coordination. I mean, I don't, I'm not a nurse or anything or a doctor, but I just think anytime you can do things that have manual dexterity, music, I think arts, I think it's so good for the brain. I hope somebody stamps with me when I'm in adult daycare. All right, so I've got a piece of Parakeet Party, and we're going to stamp our sentiment. If you've got it, haunt it. Yes, girl, if you've got it, you better haunt it. You better haunt it. All righty. Now, by accident, I grabbed this punch wanting to make a banner, but I instead put it in this one and made a point, and I kind of liked it. So we're going to do it. We're going to keep on doing it. Sorry, guys, my throat's getting a little bit dry. All right, so we need a lot more. Trim that down. This is the end I don't use very often. And I was like, hey, that looks all right. I kind of like it. Didn't it kind of look cute? Little arrow there. So we're going to go with it. Sometimes you got to embrace your mistakes. Happy accidents, right? Why are you not working today, Seal? You might be getting down to the end. Sometimes it gives me a little bit of a fit when it starts to get down to the end. So we're going to put our, if you got it, haunt it right up there. Then I need some ribbon. And I'm using this stuff because does that not just scream Halloween? That's definitely Halloween to me. Or it's fishnets for your seaside cards. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive here. Oops. This is our back side. Whew. Almost hit an uh-oh. Just tack that down right there. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals to put it on. Just need a couple. And I can always trim it down. So I'm going to leave it just there for now. That's silver, if you can see that fun mesh ribbon on there. So we'll leave it there for now because I'll see if how much I want to trim down. Next step is, do I not have, oh, I do. It's already here. Oh, I was being too proactive and I lost my track of thought. So here's the deal. I want this to be very black. Oops. So what I find is our memento just doesn't give that good rich black. So if you want the same, highly suggest getting out your Stamposaurus, okay? Or maybe called a Stamparatus in your catalog. So we're going to ink up our Witchy Poo shoes and our party hat and stamp them down. I lost my special piece. Let me see if I can find it. Hold, please. The magic air hockey puck thingy, my Bobby handle doodah. I love this thing. I know some of you guys said you use a dry eraser, but I love the fact that this has a handle on it. All right, so see when we open that up, it's not terrible. And if you guys probably through video think it looks better than what it does in real life, but I did just juice up my pad. But it's not like full on, hit you in the face, slap your mama, dark black, right? So I'm going to go back in again with more memento and do it again. Now we're cooking. Now we're talking. That's what I wanted to see. Nice, rich black color. Oh, those magnets, man, they mean business. All right. Let's do some quick color here. So this Witchy Poo, this one reminds me of the Good Witch, right? The one that got stuck under the house in the Munchkins and you only see her feet. There's that. Now I'm going to do her buckles. We're going to make them green. This is Parakeet Party. And a couple green stripes on her hat. Then the other color I wanted to use was Orchid Oasis. Love this. You can check Amazon, see if you can find that. It's not the puck, it's the handle. So I don't know if it has a special name or not. I always want to call it the hockey puck, but technically it would not be the puck because that's the little disky thing, right? That you hit into the hole. I love air hockey, but obviously I don't know the certain name of what the handle thing is. But my friend Patty got that for me on Amazon. Princess Patty got that for me, and I love it. So I'm just coloring in the circles, coloring in the dots there. And you know what, you guys, I'm not sure I don't want, I'm not sure I don't want purple buckles. How ugly is that going to be? Ugh, yuck. Pick one or the other. I don't like what happened now, but we're going to use it anyway. All right, we got to cut these apart. Hey, it almost made a pretty peacock color. So good to know for future. If you do Parakeet Party and Orchid Oasis together, you get almost pretty peacock. All right, will our hat go through the punch? We'll cut this out here. Punch our hat. And then we do have to fussy fuss her shoes. No way around it. There we are. And let's see how fast and quick I can fussy her shoes. Alrighty. Just the little tips of her shoe are a little tougher to do because they've got that curly cue. Otherwise, they're nice and straight lines, which is good. I know those hats are so cute. I have a fun framed art piece I'm going to show you this week too that I did. So hopefully you guys are going to get lots of inspiration for your Halloween projects and have plenty of time to get them done before we need to send our cards. I am going to go around her heel and up a little bit. I don't want to cut her feet apart though. So I'm just going to kind of go up here and then come back down. There we go. Witchy shoes. All right, so pop dots for these two, right? And I think these, I want some bitty pop dots. Let's do the itty bitties because they kind of work really well right in her shoe area. There we go. So here's her shoes. They're going to go right here. And then some Pop-Tarts on her hat. There we go. Trim down our ribbon. And we are done. 2 projects for you guys today using those 2 cute Halloween sets. Adorable, right? Do you love them? I had a good time playing around this week. So don't forget, you guys, come back each day. I will be here live at 10 a.m. with some Halloween projects, but don't forget to keep checking the Facebook page because there may be some things that pop up, some little spooky surprises that might get you entered to win the prize patrols. So don't forget to check back periodically. And if you can't be live, you just watch the replays. It is no big deal at all. Now, one thing I would mention is this is also streaming to YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, make sure that you head over to my Jody Brechbill Stampin Queen Facebook page because the videos will stream to YouTube, but none of the fun will. Okay, so the little party games and things that we're doing on there will not stream over to YouTube. It's exclusively on my Jody Brechbill Stampin Queen Facebook page. So another quick reminder about that special class, it got lost, is these cards right here, all 4 of these cards. So this is the special class this week only with the best witches. The registration will be in the link below. And I'm going to work on getting the recipes for you guys too, for the cards that I make. And at the end of the week, somebody's going to win all the projects that I made during Halloween week. Okay. So if you have any questions, give me a call, give me a shout, let me know. I was going to say, give me a call. You can call me, text me, email me, comment, whatever works. But thank you guys so much for kicking off Halloween week with me. It was so fun to see you guys, and we'll be right back here at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bye, you guys.